Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Definitely want to say what's going on to our trap watcher. This is what we do. We pay attention to what the market's going to do, all according to the price chart. We don't care about anything else, whether it's an earnings release, earnings report, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. None of that really matters when it comes to anticipating where price is going to go. So if you guys want to join us, you can, because on today's video, we are going to talk about our portfolio that we are tracking, just to show you all how to evaluate stocks. Do you need to get rid of them? Can you keep them on the table? Do you need to take the profit and go? Right? These are the current stocks we got in the portfolio today. There's 5 of them. We're going to add another one to the portfolio today. So make sure you stick here to the end of the video to see which stock that we're going to put in this portfolio. All right, but first, we're going to review these stocks to see how they've been performing since we added them to our portfolio, and if we need to get rid of them. Do we need to take the profit and go, or can we keep it in there just a little while longer, because the market is really showing us that it has the ability to go higher in price. So the first one that we're going to look at is Copa Holdings. Okay, we had this in our portfolio since the beginning of June, and the market weakness has continued to come through. Right, take a look at it. Now check this out. We've expected the market strength to come into Copa. All right, we expected that. Over the last couple of weeks, we haven't seen that. But take a look. The trend has still been confirmed and it is intact. It hasn't been broken. So even though our current portfolio is showing us down 9.65%, you guys can tell that we are still confirming, the trap is still confirming that he wants to hold this overall trend, right? So we're going to continue to keep this in our portfolio, even though we are seeing the market being down 9.65%. Let's take a look at the market on the monthly time frame. This is the monthly time frame in the market in Copa. Okay. Yes, the market here is weakness. This area of $75 is restriction in the market for Copa. As the market price tries to come back up to that price level, we definitely need to see strength, because if we don't, we'll have to cut the market loss and take the loss and move on to the next play, because it confirms to us that price cannot break above $75. That's the next hurdle this stock has to overcome in order for us to get into our profitability arena. If that doesn't happen, we'll have to let it go. Okay, so right now, nothing to get rid of. It definitely needs to be watched, especially as we get up here towards $75. The market gets rejected at $75 again throughout this upcoming trading week. We need to cut it, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so let me show you all the next one, which is Surveyo Pharmaceuticals, CVEO. So you guys can see right here that we've played a strength into the market here, and the market currently is still giving us strength, right? This is restriction though. So is it feasible for us to come through and take the profitability? Do you still see the prospect of the market breaking this restriction area around $20.50? Do you think it can do it? This is the 2 weeks time frame. What do you think? This is 3 weeks. What do you think? Because we're not that far from $22, right? We're not that far. So do you think we need to come through and grab the bag, take the profit, and move on to the next play? Or should we wait? What would you do? Because for us, we're going to take the profitability. We're satisfied with 12.12%. We're good with that. So let's go ahead and take that out. Okay, we're good with that one. So now let me clean this up. And now let's look on to the next one, which is LS Starrett Company, SCX. Okay. Now this is SCX, and this market here has really been a hindrance, right? We haven't seen the strength coming to the market in SCX at all. This is the monthly time frame. This here is the weekly. And we knew that when we did our portfolio review right here on the week of June 28th, we told everyone to be careful that the weakness is definitely coming through into the market in SCX. We knew that. And take a look, the market even closed right here at our ultimate area of to take the loss right there. So now I wanted to show you all this. Okay, let me show you this. What do you think? Do you see that trend? The market in SEX is still holding a trend. Do you think we can continue to see the market price go higher or lower? This right here lets me know that this market here in SCX still wants to go higher, because the trap came in and confirmed the overall trend right there. So we can still see that price in SCX go higher. So yeah, even though we're down what, 20.20%, we can keep it here for a little while longer because the trend is still intact. Now, if the trend was broken, even on top of us showing the price close lower on this 3 weeks time frame, then yeah, we'll have to cut it. If the price was down here on this 3 weeks time frame, we will have to cut it. Same thing on the weekly. If the price in SCX was down here towards the low of the bar, we'll have to cut it right there. We just had to let it go because the market is not giving us the type of action that we're expecting it to do. And it lets us know in the long term that this market price has lower prices to go. But right now we don't. So we're going to continue to hold this market in XCX. We're going to keep it there. We're not going to change it. Actually, it's pretty good to see how we saw the price come back up off of the lows of last week, close up there towards the middle, and the volume also came through. So yeah, we're going to keep that there, continue to watch it, see how the market performs for SCX. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is Goose. Okay, Goose. So this is Goose right here, and I still like it. You know, this particular market is definitely exhibiting to us strength. It is maintaining the price alongside our trend. And even on last week, we saw the price in Goose close towards the high of the bar. So we're still good. Okay. Nothing to change here in the market for Canada Goose. We're going to continue to watch this one. Market pretty much has been trading sideways, so we're good. Now, let's look at the fourth one, which is Scorpio Tankers, STNG. And this is Scorpio Tankers, and I don't like it at all. Why? Well, let me show you. First of all, the price in Scorpio Tankers broke the trend. That's one negative. Secondly, on the last weekly price bar, not this last complete one before it, we saw the market price close in on the low. Okay. That kind of tells us that the market overall is still weak and we're not in an upward trend anymore. So if anything, the best outcome that we can get in Scorpio Tankers is sideways trading or the resumption of lower prices. That's it. This one didn't pan out correct. We had opportunity to grab profits out the market in Scorpio Tankers right here, but we just couldn't catch it. And since that time, the market came back down, because that would have given us what? About 9.75% profitability right there, but we didn't get it. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut this one out. It didn't pan out the way that we expected it to go. The weakness continues to exhibit itself. If anything, we're going to continue to trade sideways into the market for Scorpio Tankers. All right, so let me take this away, and we're going to cut that out from our portfolio. All right, so we got 3 left. So now let me show you the one that we are going to add now. Okay, the ticker symbol is HTOO. Okay, Fusion Fuel Green PLC. This is it right here. Okay, this particular stock doesn't have a lot of price history, but we've been holding a baseline area support right here. Okay, that's important. Okay, baseline support in the market for Fusion Fuel is down here around $12. That's one positive thing to see. Last week, we saw the market price in Fusion Fuel close towards the high of the bar. Now, my only concern is 14. Well, it's up here towards $16. Excuse me. Okay, 16. That area is being revealed as restriction. So it's either going to be $16 or $18 that I can see this price being hindered of going higher. Okay. Take a look at the market in Fusion Fuel on the monthly time frame. Pretty good too, right? So yeah, we're going to play the strength into the market here. We're not going to be overly bullish in this particular stock, not at all. Our two areas of concerns is first 16. So let me do that. So right there around $16, that would give us around 7.81% profitability. And we're going to hold that support around 12. Now I told you that around 18 is where we can see the next area of restriction. Now I'm ultimately trying to expect the price in Fusion Fuel to go to 18. Okay. So that's it. That's the play right there. Now, yeah, come in, take some profit off the table around 16, but it's our expectations that the market has enough momentum to try to come up towards 18 for Fusion Fuel. Okay, right there. So now, this is our expectations. This is what we're seeing. I want you all to take a look to see what the analysts are talking about for Fusion Fuel. Okay, let's see. All right, let's do 100 shares. Okay, now it's recorded. Last price was around $14.82. You guys can see up there on the top portion of my screen, $14.82 was the last trade price. Okay, now let's take a look at what the analysts are talking about. So now there's only one Wall Street analyst who is covering this stock. One. So it's on nobody's radar. Nobody's even paying attention to this stock right now. And it's from Amit, right? He has a 52% success rate. As a return is around 62.4%. He works for AC Wainwright. His price target is around $25, right? That will give you around 68.69%. Over the next 12 months, he's expecting this price to go to 25. Okay, we're not. We're expecting it to go to 18. Okay, 25%. He's looking forward to go to $25. That's towards its all-time high. Right, not when it first listed, but back here in January of this year is where this particular stock hit $25. Okay, so he has a buy rating. We're expecting the price to go higher. Now it's your turn. What do you all think? Let us know. So right now we got 4 stocks in our portfolio, not overly bullish in no sense of the words. There's a couple of plays that we've seen, but it is just too iffy right now. So that's why we don't have more stocks in our portfolio right now. I'm just going to stick with these 4, allow the market to continue to trade and see what happens. So now it's your turn. Let me know. What do you all think? Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different. And I will see you all on our next video. Okay.